on behalf of you.
All right, good morning, Mr. Dillard.
Morning,
Would you introduce yourself? Tell us your name and DOC number.
name's Alvin Dillard, 77508.
Yes, sir. And let me acknowledge the folks you have there with you. We have Lucy Smith, Irma Rogers, Robert Whitaker, all who want to speak on your behalf. And Linda Dillard and Glenda Myers, family members also are there present. All who are here in favor. And then we have in opposition, the assistant district attorney from Bossier Parish by Zoom, Mr. Richard Ray. And we have,
Madam Chairman, this is Warden Buttress. We added our Dr. Ashley Fleming, our psychiatrist here for this hearing to provide any assistance necessary.
thank you. Thank you, Dr. Fleming. Thanks for being here. Mr. Dillard, I'm going to read some identifying information into the record. I'm going to ask you if that information is correct. And then I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Tillis. Your case has been assigned to him. Are you ready to proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Before we start, I want to turn it over to Mr. Prater first.
Thank you. Because of my relationship with the victim's family and the other victim in this case, I think it would be only fair to recuse myself from this decision in the interest of fairness and transparency. So I'm going to recuse myself in this hearing.
Okay, so any action will require a unanimous vote of the 4 remaining members. So, Mr. Dillard, are you ready to proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, Mr. Dillard, you're classified as a first felony offender. You were sentenced in the 26th Judicial District, that's Bossier Parish, in 1972. You received a life sentence for a first-degree murder. You also had 2 counts of attempted first-degree murder. You received 10 years on each of those sentences, and those are running consecutive to the life sentence. Is that all correct, Mr. Dill? That's all correct. But before I turn it over to Mr. Tillis, Dr. Fleming, is there anything you can share with us about Mr. Dillard?
Just at this time, I'd save any questions for later, but he does live in our supported dormitory. So if there's a question as far as the programming in there, then that's why I'm here to answer those types of questions.
Thank you. Mr. Tillis?
Good morning, Mr. Dillard. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Could you tell me, well, Warden, what's your comment on him? Could you tell us?
Not a whole lot, Mr. Tillis. Got Dr. Fleming here, but what I can say, we searched all of our databases. It appeared that he's been incarcerated since 1973, and he has not received a disciplinary write-up since being incarcerated.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Mr. Dillard, best of your recollection, tell us what happened, what caused you to be incarcerated.
I was arrested in 1972, December 17, 1972.
How were you arrested?
State trooper arrested
Tell us what you did.
for violence.
Could you kind of tell me, I've read the file and went through it, but I wanna know what caused you to shoot a police officer?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay, I guess then we will go to the people who are speaking on your behalf. Ms. Smith, are you present? His sister?
Yes.
Go ahead, please.
I'm here, as Adam's sister. He left such a long time ago, but he has had some medical problems. And, right now, we talk every morning. He calls, except on the weekend, and sometimes he'll call on the weekend to discuss what his blood sugar is. I think it was last year he had to get a pacemaker put in. And, he had to go back out to have it checked too, I think like 6 months later. So we've been keeping up with all of his medical, as well as when we come down for our in-person visits with him. And if he can be released, we're praying that he can come and live with me. I am a retired nurse, so I would be more than happy to help make sure he's reacclimated back into society. He has been calling me, not only in the morning, but the last 2 months or so. He's been calling me in the morning and in the afternoon to find out what am I doing. So I've been planning, our church has chair aerobics, and we also have line dancing, some exercise for us, as well as my friend donated a garden. We're gonna be doing a little garden just out on the side of the house until we decide if we're gonna put in a large garden like my mom used to do. But we've been looking into activities, so when he come home, he can go to church with me. Our pastor did send a letter from the church, Stonewall Baptist Church in Bossier. Well, I've been there all my life, but he said that if anything, if you needed anything for the church to do, they would be more than happy to help. That's Pastor Ulysses Reed.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And your other sister, Ms. Rogers,
Yes,
would you like for us to know?
I'd like for you to know that we are so very sorry about what happened at night. Perhaps if he had been at home, not went out or anything, all of our lives would be so much better. Victims, everybody. We're sorry about that, and he is too, because it changed the whole trajectory of his life. We don't know what he could have done. He was in college, and they drafted him into the service. He went to the service. He served. They sent him overseas to Germany to walk that wall. He did that. He did whatever they asked him to do. He was honorably discharged. The records will show that. And we've been in touch. There's a veteran that I know that I've been in touch with to find things that we will be able to do. My husband is a veteran. His father, our dad, was a veteran too, served in World War II. So we're honorable people. We try to observe the law. Whatever happened at night is on between those people that were involved right now. But we are sorry about it. We wish we could change it, turn back the hands of time, but that can't do. So right now we're trying to move forward. He's been locked up for more than 52 and a half years. So in other words, more than 75% of his life has been in incarceration. So we're praying and hoping that you will see fit. We thank you for this hearing because it's been more than 2 years that we applied. So we're thanking you for letting us come to speak today. Now,
Thank you,
we're
sir.
praying
Thank
that
you for,
come to be with us.
yes, thank you. Thank you so much. And a friend, Mr. Whitaker.
Yes, sir. First and foremost, I just want to thank the board for the courtesy of allowing Mr. Allen to appear today for this hearing. With respect to the board and addressing the concerns by the victim represented so far, apology and so forth, in regards to addressing the concerns. It's an aftermath, something that happened. It's regrettable. He lived it down. I think the time that he has modeled in his institutional concern shows that he has not been a problem for security in regards to addressing concern due to his personal interest in regards to medical and mental health. In my opinion, just as a friend and supportive family, I'm asking myself that he be given the the benefit and the credibility of acknowledging this record. And the board would grant an opportunity that he will be able to see freedom one day. And as believed and hoping that the board is very fair and just, and we just ask the board in their courtesy would consider that, please.
Thank you so much. We have Assistant DA at Bossier, Mr. Ray, in opposition.
Thank you to the board. I appreciate you giving me this opportunity. The last time Mr. Dillard came up for clemency and every other time DA Skylar Marvin has come to Baton Rouge for the hearing, his schedule would not allow him to be available today. But he's asked me to appear on his behalf and express his opposition, strong opposition to any clemency or modification of Mr. Dillard's sentence. I would ask the board, I know that the other Bossier City police officer that was involved in this stop back in 1972 and who was one of the victims in the case and was one of the surviving victims of Mr. Dillard was Charles Duncan. I know that he provided a video message to the board. Has the board, I didn't see that played. Is that something that was distributed to the board? Because I know that he wanted that to be shared since he couldn't be available today.
I don't see it in our case record.
We
that
got a
have
letter.
today.
I didn't see any. Is there any video?
It was shared with Miss Parsons. I'm not sure that I can figure out on the fly how to share my screen, but if we can't figure it out right here before the hearing concludes, would it be possible to supplement the record with that so that his message could be shared with the board as well?
Yes.
Yes.
I can tell you, I saw it and I can summarize it in that then Officer Duncan was the other officer with the Bossier City Police Department who was part of the stop originally with Mr. Dillard on December the 17th, 1972. And Mr. Dillard had a weapon in his pocket that was unknown when they made a routine traffic stop. Mr. Dillard was driving the vehicle and almost hit the Bossier City police officers. So they pulled him over, and when they were writing the ticket, completely unprovoked, Mr. Dillard began to shoot at both officers, shot at Officer Duncan first, and then fatally shot Officer Clyde Pearson in the head, then fled as Officer Duncan tried to shoot at Mr. Dillard. This was right outside the then Troop G headquarters, which was then on Barksdale Boulevard. A trooper came out and shot as Mr. Dillard fled, and Mr. Dillard was arrested by that same trooper after exchanging gunfire at least 1 mile down Barksdale Boulevard as Mr. Dillard fled and crashed. I've seen in some of the documentation that's been passed in over the years by Mr. Dillard that says that he was in danger and seemed to act like he was acting in self-defense. That's not at all what the reports indicate. That's not at all what the trooper testified to when he was last interviewed in 1995 as part of the clemency investigation, or with Dan Duncan, who went on to a distinguished career with the Bossier City Police Department, actually became the chief. Both of those law enforcement officers who were there that night testified that Mr. Dillard intended to kill one or more Bossier City police officers or law enforcement. In fact, when Mr. Dillard's 5-shot revolver was analyzed after the shooting, he had shot only 4 times. There were 4 spent shells, but one was a misfire, and it had been hit by the firing pin, but it misfired. Or we may have had 2 dead Bossier City police officers or a dead state trooper that evening. And with all due respect to the family, I understand that they love their family member, and he is 75% of his life in prison, but his sentence was not 75% of his life. He was sentenced to serve 100% of his life, plus a 10-year sentence consecutive to that at hard labor, plus another 10-year sentence consecutive to that at hard labor. And it is more difficult in today's climate to be a police officer than it has ever been. And it was 32 years between the time that Mr. Dillard murdered a Bossier City police officer and the time another Bossier City police officer was murdered. And I cannot help but think that the sentence, although harsh but appropriate, that was imposed by Judge Paget back in 1973 had some deterrent effect on others that would attack police officers totally unprovoked. I would speak for the judicial and law enforcement. I note that when this packet was distributed back in 2024, the chief judge in the 26 JDC, which is Bossier and Webster parishes, was Judge Parker Self, and Judge Self, on behalf of the judiciary in the 26 JDC, said the violent nature of this crime warrants serving the entire sentence, and that the judiciary opposes any clemency in this case. I can speak for Bossier City Police Officer Daniel Haugen and Sheriff Julian Whittington, Sheriff Jason Parker in Webster, and DA Skylar Marvin would all oppose this in the strongest terms possible and would ask that the board deny any clemency or any modification of the sentence, and that Mr. Dillard be serve his entire sentence.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Ray. Mr. Tillis, any other questions?
The lady beside him is who?
Dr. Fleming.
Doc, can you tell us about his mental state, please? Mental state?
So I've been at Elaine Hunt for approximately 10 years now, and Mr. Dillard has been in our supported mental health dorm. He carries a diagnosis of schizophrenia, but he has been well controlled for at least the past 10 years. He's been on a stable dose of medication, which he takes regularly without fail. And he has never caused any uproar or any sort of disruption in dormitory activities. He participates. He has a very consistent routine, which he sticks to day in and day out.
Well, what happens if he gets off that medication?
I've never seen it. His schizophrenia, just as a general statement, schizophrenia is an illness that typically develops in people who are late high school to early college age individuals. And the initial presentation generally with psychosis. With time, though, that does abate. So just a general statement on the illness. But Mr. Dillard has never not taken his medication, and there's never been an instance where we have had any disciplinary or safety infractions from Mr. Dillard during his time at Hunt.
Thank you so much. Any other questions?
We do have the video that was referenced by Mr. Ray, video from Mr. Duncan, so I'll make a motion for executive session so we can take a
I'll
quick look
second
at that. Any objection? All right, we'll be in executive session for just a few moments to view the video. Stand by. Okay, I will make a motion to go back into regular session. Is there any objection?
A second.
We have a second by Mr. Tillis, and without objection, we'll be back in regular session at 11:19. As I mentioned, we do have the video for Mr. Duncan. It is rather lengthy, so we're gonna put it up on our screen. We're gonna play the last 3 minutes of it, because that's, if you were here, we'd allow for 3 minutes of testimony. So we're gonna share our screen with you all. Okay. You turn the volume up. Once you get the volume, we'll have to go back.
Madam Chair, we don't have any audio on our end.
All right, thank you. We're cutting. All right, I apologize. We put it up on the screen, but the volume on the video itself was really low. So we did listen to it. Mr. Duncan did a heartfelt recording of his very strong opposition to any relief at all for Mr. Dillard. So I believe that we are, at this time, I don't see any other questions, so we are prepared to vote. Mr. Tillis?
My vote is going to be grant to 53 years.
Okay, Mrs. Stapleton?
My vote is gonna be to deny because you took another innocent person's life and you would have killed other people given the opportunity if you bullet would have met them.
Mr. Freeman?
My vote is to deny. This could have been a death penalty case, obviously. And, so my vote is to deny today.
Mr. Dillard, my vote today also is to deny based on the very strong law enforcement opposition that we've heard today. So today, Mr. Dillard's application for clemency is denied. Thank you. Warden, that concludes our business. We're going to sign off at 11:25. Thanks so much for accommodating us.
Thank you. You have a good day.